All right, what's up, guys? Connor Ferguson here. Always race day. Asphalt Podcast. Caleb Slowha. Diagonal. I can't remember. Is the order when I go? Is it in the same that I can see, or is it reversed, Caleb?
I don't know. What do you see right now?
This is a
You're
great start.
diagonal from me. Josh is that way.
Actually, the other way.
Okay, so it is flipped. Okay, well,
Yep.
just forget all that. One of them's Josh Olmstead, one of them's Noah Nelson, and the other's Caleb. You can play devil's advocate or whatever you'd like to call the game, and just take a wild swing at it and make sure you tweet them when you're pissed off. Anyways, got some news. We get closer to Daytona and Speed Weeks and the Clash at Bowman Gray. I'm exhausted. Let's not waste time. Chris Weiser Companies, appreciate them. Hopped on board during Knoxville Nationals. They're the presenting sponsor. We love them. We love Chris. Without further ado, we'll just hit the theme song and go. How you boys doing?
Busy time. 2 weeks until the Clash.
I'm gonna need more energy at the start of shows. I can't be hopping around like this, and then we come in.
We're 2 days from the three of us getting together.
Yes.
Right?
That way. That way. Yeah, that way.
Oh man.
We get told that we have to bring the
New-
energy. And he's over here.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Anything new in your guys' lives?
Not a chance.
Same as
buddy.
last week.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
No, and to be honest, nobody watching cares about what's going on in my life anyway, so it's all right.
Everyone else gets a lot of comment. No, I'm just kidding. Caleb, I want you to help assist me. You can lead the show if you want. Where do you want to go first? Every time I ask him this, he's like, that should be something that you do.
He just takes his vow of silence.
Well, if I had like a little bit of a notice.
Okay, Corey LaJoy is going to drive the Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing, number 99, the Daytona 500. Main sponsor will be Trimble. Other Daytona 500 open cars include Jimmy Johnson in the 84 for Legacy Motor Club, Justin Allgaier racing for Junior Motorsports again, J.J. Yaley for New York Racing, Casey Mears in Garage 66, Corey Heim at 2311, Anthony Alfredo with Beard Racing, and B.J. McLeod at Live Fast Motorsports. I do not know exactly the numbers on how many cars are going to get sent home or not. But that was at least that is the assumed open cars at this moment from tweets I gathered.
Caleb, why'd you give him a weird look?
He gave me a weird look.
Oh, I just got lost in the sauce for a minute, but it's
Oh,
We
so
lost
he's
the
out of here.
But without the sauce, a man is lost.
Yeah, so LaJoy's going to be doing the first two events with RFK, the Clash, and then the Daytona 500. This is his chance.
It's the
He
best
had
car he's
been-
probably ever had outside of the
Yeah.
one race that he ran at Hendrick.
Well, and so the thing to remember too is last year, 2025 Daytona 500, Corey LaJoy's in a Rick Ware car, and with 7 to go, he's leading the Daytona 500. So those RFK cars last year for the 500 were rocket ships, all 3 of them.
Okay, well, 7 to go in the Daytona 500. That's like 4 hours from seeing the checker flag. So
Caleb, how do you crap on the Daytona 500 every time we bring it up?
Caleb craps on super speedway racing every time we bring it up.
I
so.
know.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm
Give
just
me a New
saying.
Year's resolution.
I'm just saying. Leading with 7 to go isn't nothing because once upon a time, Dave Blaney was leading the Daytona 500, and where's he at now?
That's the worst possible analogy.
What a comparison.
I got lost in the sauce, guys. What's he talking about here, Noah? Rain Man.
2012 Daytona 500, Dave Blaney leading at the red flag for the Juan Pablo Montoya jet dryer incident.
Was he?
Yep. Well, so he stayed out. A lot of guys pit
God, Connor.
because it was right in the middle of pit stops.
I
And so
dude, I knew Landon
Dave Blaney,
Castle was up there.
If
I
they
didn't know
had
Dave Blaney was
said,
leading.
if they had said, "Hey, we can't continue the race. This track's too damaged from the jet fuel fire and everything," Dave Blaney would be Daytona 500 winner.
I want to defend myself here. That race was rained out to Monday night, and I had hockey practice. And I got out of hockey practice to see the post jet dryer wreck damage, and I didn't believe what everyone was telling me because we hadn't seen a replay yet. They said Juan Pablo Montoya hit the jet dryer, and I said, "You're lying to me. What's going on?" And then 20 minutes later, we saw the replay. So I did not remember Dave Blaney was leading there.
There's precisely a jet dryer incident is what happened.
All right. The Clash format came out as I was on my way home or close to it. Have you guys had a chance to really dive into this and look at what it is?
It didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I feel like I'm trying to explain the playoffs to someone.
Well,
There's a lot of numbers on the graphic.
oh yeah, good job, Connor.
Like you could do a graphic with less numbers than this. That's all I'm saying.
He's doing his numbers and shapes right now. So all right, so to clarify it, Jordan Bianchi put the Clash at Bowman Gray will have 23 starters in the 200 lap main event. 20 drivers will advance through 4 heat races, 2 from the last chance qualifier, and then 1 provisional to the highest driver in 2025 points not already in.
Which is pretty similar to last year, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the guy who does dirt racing all the time is confused by this because
it looks the same. I hadn't looked at it yet.
It's just more of, to me, it's just more of the way, like the graphic layout that they chose to use is what throws me off, is because then you have to zoom in really far on the Clash, February 1st, live on Fox, 200 laps, and in tiny ass letters. Okay, we're 7 minutes in. It says those are the heat positions.
Yeah,
those are the details.
The details did not need to be that tiny. They did not need to be that many words either. It's okay.
Basically,
hold on one second.
We'll have 5 drivers, the top 5 drivers in each heat, and then we'll have an LCQ where the top 2, and then whoever is not in. So
more commonly referred to as a B main.
Okay.
That's a dirt racing battle that we've been fighting for 5 years, Caleb. It's
or just the LCQ.
Okay, that's fine. But when there's a C main and then there's an LCQ, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it?
But
there's no C main.
There's no C main, so
there should be.
We are trying.
I got other stuff to complain about later on in the show. So
we're trying to create a problem so that Connor can fix the problem that he has created. Is what's happening.
Finally, someone gets me. That's all I need.
But yeah, 2 weeks away from the Clash. Burt Myers gonna run it again. So that'll be a thing that happens.
Give me the background of Burt Myers because I barely remember this guy.
Oh, brother.
If I barely remember this guy,
no.
I guess there's some casual NASCAR fans out there that don't know who he is either.
I feel like they're more casual NASCAR fans probably know him than anybody else.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
okay. I know who Burt Myers is, but could you explain to the audience that might not know
Burt Myers, NASCAR 25 AI legend for some reason.
I've noticed.
Bowman Gray, weekly series legend, a lot of track championships, won a lot of races, ran the Clash last year. Also, I believe, ran the Spring Martinsville race last year for the same team. He notably had a beef with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. that lasted for like 6 months.
That might be where I put it in my mind.
But he also is very notorious for having beef with people at Bowman Gray. So there's that.
There's that. Okay. Anyone on his side or against him?
talented. He's a talented guy. I mean, he's got.
If you'd asked me like 9 months ago, I probably would have had a more concrete opinion, but I don't remember a damn thing from last week. So
fair enough. All right.
For him.
Did you guys see this Kentucky Speedway? The future of it is in limbo.
Well, it sounds like it might be worse than in limbo.
So per J-Ski, the future is in limbo. Just for Kentucky Speedway, not the whole world.
Well, that
I'm
might
glad you clarified that.
Yeah, I just want to make sure people got what I was saying. I really need you guys to get on my page here. There's
what
a vibe.
What page are you on?
I don't know.
You're on page 367 on a 250-page book.
Look, I typed out the whole rundown for you guys. Caleb,
yes.
present your findings.
I mean, I thought you were gonna maybe explain the Kentucky thing a little bit more than
You said it sounded like it was more okay.
Anyway, you're telling me that the racetrack that hasn't hosted a race in like 5 or 6 years is not hosting races anymore?
Has it been 5 or 6? Because I thought it was more like 6 or 7.
There it is.
Stop. No.
There it is.
Man. So worst episode. Yeah, we got to turn this.
Caleb's the oldest one out of all of us, and he's obsessed with the 6-7.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's like my dad.
So the county where Kentucky Speedway is, the people of the county have been given a voice, neighbors of the track per se, which vehemently disagree with. Those people should never have a voice. And they voiced their opinion saying the track's future is in limbo. I already said that. That was the headline. They want to rezone it for small businesses, manufacturing, jobs, housing, or a combination of all three. The story from the local news was 4 sentences long. So that is why I figured Caleb might have something more than I got. Hello, JoJo. He's right. Yeah, arguing like old ladies sometimes. When it was just me and Damon, we got old married couple. Now we're old ladies. That's the energy we have to reverse. I'll do my best.
No, I mean, it just, to me, I say it's a little bit worse than limbo because, I mean, where do we go from here? I mean, NASCAR isn't real notorious about stepping up and, inserting themselves into saving tracks like that, unless, if another series or someone were to come along and want to use Kentucky Speedway, then they'd be all over it. But
IndyCar, if you are listening, please save me.
Yeah, well, IndyCar and mile and a halves don't really go together anymore. Definitely.
Get loud about it, Connor. Get loud about it.
Huh?
Get loud about it. We know how you feel.
I think with the aero screen, there's a lot more safety in those cars. I think we should give some of these tracks a chance. I think we need to race there. God forbid something happens. If the scientists say it's unsafe, then I suppose it is, but I haven't seen one say like, no, don't go back. I've just seen fans screaming, go back to Pocono, go back to Kentucky, go back to wherever. So I hope they do. I think IndyCar needs more races. I think they need more ovals specifically. Yeah. Pretty simple there. You guys cool with jumping the truck series?
Yes.
I love this.
I am so excited for the NASCAR Truck Series race at Daytona. We're going to have Travis Pastrana in the race in an East Motorsports truck. If that wasn't enough, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., also in an East truck. And if that wasn't enough, we're going to have Tony Stewart in a calling truck.
Yeah.
I almost said Nice.
And you're missing one more big name.
I sent the rundown out. I said, what am I missing? And you didn't text back, Josh.
Pretty sure it's in there. Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
Nope, you're right. You're good.
All right, Josh, stop teasing us. Who is it?
Continue.
Noah, if I look at you and I say Tony Stewart driving a Dodge truck at Daytona, what year is it?
You're in a nightmare. Like we're in one of those like NR 2003 like alternate universe timelines. That's where you are. Tony didn't even like driving a Toyota. I'm surprised he's in a Dodge, but I know they've got their own deal with them elsewhere.
And at least,
world, so
Dodge is American, so.
Who would you guys pick? I guess we're narrowing that to Ricky Stenhouse and Tony Stewart. Who would you pick to finish further ahead?
Ricky Stenhouse. He's been more recently in a vehicle.
Tony Stewart was also like Jesus in lower series Daytona races for like 10 years. So
was Mark Martin.
Yeah, but Tony Stewart also
not
hasn't
Mark Martin, but
touched a stock car, anything related to a stock car.
Yeah, but
in
it's
like
Tony
9
fucking
years.
Stewart at Daytona.
thank you.
Yeah, but it's Ricky fucking Stenhouse Jr. at Daytona. Also, last time Travis Pastrana was there, he was running in the top 10.
Yeah,
in the 500.
you specifically excluded
quarter
Pastrana, but Pastrana's kind of doted.
The Pastrana news is pretty hyped. I have people at work who know absolutely nothing about the sport, but know everything about Travis Pastrana, and they're beyond excited about it.
It's pretty good. I mean, listen, in 2023, when he ran trucks and Daytona, he had 2 top 15 finishes. I don't remember. One was 11th, one was 13th or something like that. So
that sounds right.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good field, and it will be all fun and games until, one driver takes them all out on lap 3, and then that'll be it.
You keep doing this, I'm going to let you say the driver's name, because this way it won't happen. I didn't
name anybody specific.
You did in the group chat?
Well,
Why, God, you are so shocked. Well,
Hey, listen, I've got my
There's
rant.
No problem trashing every big name once a week. One big name on the show, he will trash the hell out of them. And it's the guy who's like famous for wrecking every week, and he won't say a bad word about the guy.
I'm just saying, I'm not, claiming my stake that it's going to be him necessarily. There's a couple others that could do it too. But yes, there's a very high chance that Chris Wright takes out the majority of the field.
Yeah, that checks out.
There it is. That truck series, is it Ram putting it on? The 15 drivers, 1 seat reality TV show. I believe the first 2 episodes drop in 5 days.
Yeah, and then it's like every day after, isn't it?
I didn't look at it that closely, and I meant to put it in the rundown, and then I didn't. So I do have a question for you on that, though. I heard the winner got leaked.
Oh, yeah, we already know. I mean, okay, first off, let's
do this. Don't tell our audience.
No,
I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna search it out. I'm hopefully gonna avoid it.
So let's just reverse engineer this real quick. Very famously, what do you have to do in order to make your first truck start at Daytona?
Gotcha. Okay. So he ran
answer the question.
Ran the ARCA test.
You have to run ARCA at Daytona. In order to do that, you need to do the test. If anybody really wants to know, go look at the ARCA test and compare it to the list that we have of people that, were competing for that ride. I'm pretty sure it either narrows it down to like 2 or 1. So
that's an intelligent guessing game way of looking at it. I just had somebody straight up tell me. So
I was gonna say that's an intelligent way of going about explaining it. My brain dead self was like someone that has a lot of money.
Well, that too. Listen, everybody pretty much on that list has a lot of money. So, and Noah's trying to be special. The same person that told Noah also told Josh and I.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be special. I'm just saying, like you're like, well,
saying he didn't realize.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you did, somebody just fucking told all 3 of us. Like,
okay, but again, we're doing this stupid shit. We have an audience.
Caleb, we're not arguing on this one. No, that's stupid.
Shut the fuck up.
Pointing at me.
In here for you to argue.
We have an audience. We're not telling the audience who won, but we can't just say, "Oh, well, find somebody that will tell you," just like somebody told us.
Or you could just watch it
of the guy who told you, not the guy who won.
You could also just watch it. I don't know. That's also an option.
That's a lot of episodes, man.
So a couple weeks ago, you didn't want the fans to wait a couple weeks for us that we tease something, but now you're all about them going to Fox to watch a TV show.
And your thing was a rumor. That's why.
Got them receipts, dog.
And I said
a bullshit rumor for the record because somebody else cleared that up on Twitter this week too.
So. It was Brad himself.
Yeah, that's my point.
Somebody. Anywho.
So Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
No, the whole point is you can't flip-flop and 1 week...
I'm not fucking flip-flopping. There's a completely different situation.
Josh, I might stage a walkout.
I think I grabbed the wrong type of can for this.
Speaking of this lady...
I had a topic on that. So, do we know who's driving the 5 truck now?
No, I don't think we have any.
Here's a follow-up question. Do we care?
I mean, it's a competitive truck.
Is it? I haven't seen that yet, I guess.
Competitive team.
A championship team filling an open seat is always a big deal, even if that performance historically hasn't been there for that car or truck.
No, I don't think it was announced because, I mean, that Tony news dropped today. So,
plans unannounced.
What are we going to do about Corey Heim?
No.
Yeah, put him in the fucking 5.
Everybody's been talking about what do we do with Corey Heim, I think, for like a year. So
I want to go take out a fucking loan at the bank just to go get a truck to put him in because
bankroll Corey Heim.
Listen, I'm gonna go to the bank and I'm gonna be like, the bank's gonna say, "How are you gonna make your money back?" And I'm gonna just play a highlight list of last year and how many races and laps Corey Heim led and won. Like, I don't understand why somebody is not putting this man in a ride full time.
It
I agree with you, but if I was Corey Heim's handler, trainer, manager, whatever,
agent,
that would be a better word, Josh. Good on you. Good stuff, Josh.
Trainer.
He's proven all he can in a truck. I'd rather put him in a dirt midget for 36 races of the year. At least then we're learning hand-eye coordination and reaction time while people.
I think he's good on that. I'm gonna take a guess and say he's good on that in winning a championship.
I am making the same point of both series. If you listen, that there's people that are just going to take you out and wreck you. That's what happens in those two series, both notorious for the amount of wrecks they have. He doesn't need to race another year of trucks. Now,
it's better than nothing.
It is better than sitting at home and doing nothing.
But he's probably going to do some races for 2311 this year, and he'll probably sprinkle in a little bit of everywhere anyway.
He's supposed to do the 500, yeah?
Allegedly, that's a rumor. I don't think it's been confirmed. But
I don't know if it's been confirmed. That was the pushing that way is what it seems. So he's old enough, right? He's old enough.
Yeah.
That's a stupid question. I have that written down here, but yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think he needs to run another year of trucks, though. Like, he whacks the field in every which way possible. Small news in O'Reilly's, and I banned Caleb from abbreviating the NASCAR O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series. It just doesn't make sense.
The no?
Yeah, the
no apps.
There's no R in there?
No apps.
Yeah, but O'Reilly's, the R is capitalized too.
It's one word.
No ARPs.
It's one. O'Reilly is one word.
There's an apostrophe in it. There's two.
Good job, buddy.
There's an O and there's O'Reilly's. Anyways, NASCAR says that cars that have been repaired will no longer be able to set the fastest lap in a race. Getting that bonus point, says after multiple instances last year in which damaged cars returned to set the fastest lap of the race and earn a bonus point, drivers now will be disallowed from a reward for being fastest once their car has been repaired in the garage. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's basically the equivalent of like on NASCAR 25 when I know I'm, in the back, struggling, have damage or whatever. So I put fresh tires on it just to get a good lap. That way I can start at the front for the next race. It's kind of the same thing.
I think
Yeah,
that
your car's completely perfect, and the other cars have been out there for 70 laps. They're like, "No, we can make it on fuel. We ain't coming in."
Mm-hmm.
no, I think it's one of those things where if it's that big of a deal, just tech the guy that gets the fastest lap too. And if his car's illegal, then the next car gets the fastest lap. I don't know. But I don't know. I guess it's also just easier to say, you know what? No.
I was just gonna say, for the sake of just
for the sake of time and resources.
yeah.
I think it's fair. Like if you go to the garage, you're ineligible for the fastest point because you can manipulate the body, do whatever, blah, 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 blah. It's better than saying, okay, you can get the fastest point of the race, but you have to finish in the top 10. Because I think that's stupid.
No, that would have been dumb.
Oh, yeah. Connor, get loud about it.
That's the next point. That's the next point. Thanks, though, Josh. I appreciate the encouragement. It's still stupid anyway. It's all just an F1 rule. Who cares? Who cares who got the fastest lap? Don't need a point for that.
You get a point.
Noah's deemed this a walkout.
I don't think it's the pole position. I was going to say, for F1, I don't think you can get the point for the fastest lap, but I think it's the pole position now.
Sure?
Yeah, they might have just changed it recently, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't keep up enough with it, but the whole point is like if you're giving away a point for the fastest lap, if I finish 11th with the fastest lap, I'm gonna be really pissed off. Like,
yeah, totally understand. All right, are we good to move on? We're gonna go. It says minimum age for competing on tracks 1.25 miles long or shorter, lowered to 17 years old for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. It was 18 before. It is still 18 for Cup, and it is only 16 years old for trucks. Caleb, your line.
I get it.
That's not your line.
Listen, it is what it is. Like they're making progress. I also think like to some point the age restrictions help keep the integrity of the sport. Like it's hard enough at the short track level where we're at the point where it's like if you aren't very successful by 14, you're screwed. So to where is the limit? Because now we have a late model series for 9 to 11-year-olds. So what's next? We're going to have
a super late model series for 9 and 11-year-olds.
But then, like, do we open up trucks to 12-year-olds? Like, at what point, is it just too much?
If we're going to glorify Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart that were beating adults when they were 11, then I think we should. If you've proven yourself before, if you've proven yourself enough. Now, where that line is, that's debatable. That part is debatable. What are you angrily Googling?
The junior late model series, the 5150 series.
The 5150s.
Yeah. It's a junior late model stock car division for drivers 10 to 16.
Okay. Any 10-year-olds win?
I don't, dude. If I did know, it would be creepy. I don't follow that.
You know what? Fair, Caleb. Very fair.
Although,
unless you're scouting prospects,
there was
for your team that you're going to magically appear for.
There's a company in the state that covers. I'll just leave it at a sport. It's a pretty big high school sport in the state of Iowa. Not necessarily huge everywhere else. They put out power rankings of second graders one day, and I just got ripped for it. It was I don't like laughing at people, but it was. Yeah, I do actually, but
I was gonna say
they do a good job with their coverage elsewhere. It was weird to power rank second graders. I believe it was second graders. I could be wrong, but
Yeah.
was there nothing on the back end of your research of what you were typing in?
I just wanted to see. I wanted to remember what it's called, but
Okay.
nothing in
I'm
detail.
sitting here like stalling and waiting for Caleb to have this revelation.
there's 5150, but then there's another one out east too. But
We need the season to start.
the whole point is, well, let's talk about this. We can drastically improve the podcast experience, but we're waiting on Connor. So if you're watching right now, yell at Connor in the comments.
I've got to set it up on a day where I got time. Whole thing. I'll get it taken care of by the end of the week.
So Connor, how do you feel about the age change?
I think if you're proven at 11, you should be able to race at 11. If you're proven at 9, you should be able to race more at 9.
But who decides on who's proven?
That is where the debate comes in. But all I'm and some tracks have insurance stuff. The insurance company won't sign off on it, which I think is also stupid.
Some tracks have cigarette sponsors.
That's not stupid.
But like, who's
Some college football quarterbacks don't go to class.
From a personal standpoint, I don't think I feel comfortable with the concept of an 11-year-old driving around 195 miles an hour.
Local 690 says, love this podcast. This episode is painful. I agree with you. I'm dead exhausted. I don't know. Having the heroes I looked up to, reading about them, beating adults.
but not in NASCAR.
Yeah.
I'm not saying an 11-year-old should be in the Cup Series.
You need to be 17 or older to ride this ride.
Okay. I thought Noah was just going to recap the rule. But yeah, no, I'm more concerned about guys that are too old that bring up the pace in the back. So, Caleb, you wanted me to lead the show with this. You're really excited about this one. ARCA, Haley Deegan is back full-time on the West Tour. Is that right?
Yeah, and fabricators everywhere excited about job security.
After a was it 2-year stint at Indy next?
Well, okay, so let's just do this real quick. So Haley Deegan, the wonderful, I won't say rise, segment. The wonderful not rise and then fall of Haley Deegan. So she did ARCA for a little bit. She won 3 times, 2 of which she knocked her teammates out of the way for a win out of the 3. Didn't do that great otherwise in ARCA.
I just want criticism fully well can be there. You can't criticize her for knocking her teammate out for a win.
Twice.
Look at her brother.
I'm pretty sure one of those 2 were big too.
You guys took the bait along with them.
Okay, one of the 2 what, Josh?
I was going to say, I think one of the 2 ended up being an actual spin as well.
Oh, yeah, no, she fully got rid of Derek Kraus.
Yeah.
She knocked Cole Rouse out of the way, but she fully got rid of Derek Kraus. That's 2 of her 3 wins. And so she got 3 wins in her 50-some starts in ARCA and decided that it's just too easy for her. So she went. That's literally what she said, Connor.
Is that what? Okay, if she did that, I missed it.
She said it was not competitive enough for her. Yep. Anywho,
kind of sounds like a LaJoy quote where he ends up back in the same. Yeah. Oh, you were getting there.
Why I can't stand him either. But so then she goes to trucks, does miserably in trucks compared to her teammates, wrecks a lot. everybody else is at fault. They're just too crazy. She needs to move on to Xfinity. So then she goes to Xfinity, has the same problems. Well, now we're going to go to Indy next, where she ran 9 seconds off of the leader and finished second to last or last pretty much every single week. And lo and behold, guess what? After all that, we're back to ARCA West, where there's 8 cars, and I'm sure she'll have success because she's going to be in top equipment in an 8-car field in the weakest of the 3 ARCA series, and everybody's going to be like, my queen.
Don't be so sure. I've seen Gio Scelzi not win ARCA West races, and that never made sense to me.
Well, she's also got the good news is she's got Mason Massey as a teammate, so he will probably outshine her. The bad news for Mason Massey is she's got a history of just driving through her teammates. So
I thought you were going to say Mason Mitchell.
No.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him.
We always shout out the Iowans. Are we good on Deegan? Caleb, we got an Olympic story.
Yeah, we do.
Is that right?
Yeah, and I'm excited.
I told you I'm not going to look this up. I said I want to hear it on the show. So please give me. It says Simona Di Silvestro is competing in the Olympics.
Yeah, so let's do this first. So Simona De Silvestro, she's
Are those two frozen? Not us. What are we doing here?
Nope. Sorry.
Lights were too bright for Caleb?
Okay. Anywho.
What was that? You just stopped talking.
Yeah, I know. Somebody was speaking to me through my computer. It's fine.
Oh, I got you. Okay, you're good.
Yeah, not a big deal. It made a big deal. Anywho. Simona De Silvestro, IndyCar driver. She's done endurance races, yada, yada, yada. Like, Connor, what do you think she would be participating in the Olympics for? Like, if you had a guess.
I'm going to miss. I haven't cared about the Olympics since they got rid of hockey. This is the first time I'll be back paying attention to anything Olympics that wasn't curling at 3 a.m. when I was drunk with my friends.
Think of a sport that would be racing in the Winter Olympics.
Dog sled.
Oh, well, okay, it's bobsled, but yes.
Oh. 3 letters off. 2.
So, yes, she...
1 if you only count B as 1. Shoot, we were close there, boys.
All right.
But yeah, she last competed in the 2021 Indy 500. She's done Formula E cars, supercars in Australia. I mean, what a talent. So, and
I'm
yeah,
she's trying to win.
Okay. But yeah,
she's 25.
She is competing in the women's monobob and 2-woman bobsleigh. So she will be not only doing it by herself, but then she'll also be in a 2-woman sled as well.
So they call that a woman bob and not just a solo run?
So it's women's monobob.
Monobob, okay.
Yeah. And then the 2-woman bobsleigh.
Some hard-hitting analysis today.
I don't know if I should blame the Olympics or English, but it's...
Connor cannot fathom what is happening right now.
Much better.
This is just mind-blowing.
The Olympics are on another fucking planet for Connor.
Yeah.
Guy in my hat's going to play for Team USA. They're going to play a game called hockey. Crazy stuff. All right. No, I'm cool. That's cool. I'm excited. It gives me one little more wrinkle to not completely ignore the rest of the Olympics. So, David Starr Racing. Okay, hold on, Caleb. I'm gonna let you take your anything I missed section here, and you tell me what it says. David Starr Racing, NOAPS, Daytona for gays.
That's it.
Okay. David Starr Racing isn't a. Okay, I see where I was mispronouncing things.
Man, oh man, Connor.
David Starr will be driving Joey Gase's car in the O'Reilly Auto Parts series, not Xfinity.
Correct.
I like David Starr.
Again,
man's been doing it longer than I've almost been alive, so
it'll be good. I mean, he'll be a solid deal. Joey Gase cars normally, fare pretty decently at the super speedways, obviously. But yeah, they've had some good runs the last couple of years, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. But I'm all for David Starr in a Joey Gase car winning at Daytona.
That would be electric, to say the least.
All right. Hardee's is back in NASCAR. This was today, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, announced today. McDonald's is stepping away from 2311, and they're signing on Hardee's.
No announcement on what races they're running or anything
Nope.
either.
No, but NASCAR also announced that Hardee's is going to be one of the presenting sponsors, whatever they call that, the associate sponsors or whatever.
Like the
No
Busch
shit.
and the Coca-Cola?
like the Geico, Bush.
Yeah.
Thing.
Goddamn
Geico.
Hardee's.
Hardee's got it like that.
They're here to say, hey, guess what? We do still exist. So please.
They said, hey, that Arby's team, yeah, fuck that. Watch this.
Did I see this correctly that Xfinity is headed to 2311?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to be the major primary partner, it sounds like, including doing the Daytona 500 for Bubba. They're going to sponsor Tyler Reddick for a few races, but they're going to be Bubba's primary sponsor, I think, this year.
I think that's overall an upgrade, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah.
Between Hardee's and trading McDonald's, that's a lot of thinking.
I mean,
I did not present it correctly.
2311 lost a couple other sponsors too. So definitely
Xfinity got a little bit of extra money after backing out or not renewing the sponsorship with Xfinity, the O'Reilly series.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense for them to still kind of be involved, just not at, the level that they were at. So, but yeah, I think it'll be good. If Hardee's is really into it, especially come Darlington time, like I feel like that's, for some throwbacks.
Oh yeah. Great point, Caleb.
That was the first thought I had. That was, I'm curious to see how that'll go.
No,
So-
quit stealing Caleb's thoughts.
It's too late.
Well, yeah, because I don't know too, because in the past, and I could be wildly wrong about this, but in the past, doesn't the whatever presenting sponsors, whatever it's called, I don't remember, but don't they get like a race named after them?
That's a great question. I actually not.
That is a
100%
no
sure.
one
That
else
sounds-
needing the poll.
No, I don't think so, because I don't think I've ever seen any Bush. Yes, this is correct, Brad. I wanted to bring this up, but I ended up not really finding a good way to do it. Yeah, the Bodines were big for bobsled in the NASCAR community. This is
Why didn't I know this?
because it was probably before
You didn't even know what bobsledding was.
Yeah, that's actually a great.
I
point.
did too. There's a clip the other 2 weeks ago, and it was the 4-person bobsled, and 3 of the people didn't get in the sled.
Then why'd you call it dog sled?
I wasn't thinking of bobsledding.
Not even that, but
I
so
was thinking of the Iditarod.
it's BO-DYN Bobsled is the company. They're if you didn't catch that, Bodine. They were established in 1992 by Jeff Bodine. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. I mean, he's got a whole company.
That's so sick.
So I don't
that
know-
would've been a great
like
thing
Chevy.
to bring up.
So I don't think he actually did it himself.
I see a
But
couple pictures. I see a couple pictures here of this one's supposed to look like Dale Jr.'s '88 car. It's pretty cool.
I
Yeah,
want to say Boris said competed one time.
there's no way that man fit on a bobsled.
Boris said in the bobsled. Come on.
What do you mean? They're pretty big.
Yeah,
I
so
want to say it was Bodine adjacent.
he was also Bodine was inducted into the Bobsled and Skeleton Hall of Fame. And I don't think it does not appear that he raced in them, but he built sleds, especially focusing on, making them go faster.
All right.
Skeleton's the one where you're just on like a flat piece of thing and your body's just out, right?
What?
The skeleton?
What?
What's the difference between bobsled and skeleton?
Dude, now we are way off of my education level.
I'm 99% sure I'm right, and you're looking at me like I'm an idiot in that didn't make any sense at all. And someone out there, I know it, that made perfectly fine sense.
So just a factoid for you guys. Boris Said's dad, Bob Said, was an Olympic bobsledder. And Boris Said in 2008 won the Bodine Bobsled Challenge. So
it's wild. Shout out to Brad Reynolds for catching that, because I had no idea.
Please check the group chat for a photo of what skeleton is.
I just looked it up on Google. You are correct. You are correct.
Catchy sport.
We weren't doubting you, but the point is, none of us are qualified or know enough to
This is not my.
Jeff Bodine was doing it. I'm pretty badass out of him. I would never do that.
There are people braver than me, that is for sure.
Very much so.
Yeah, could not for the life of me.
What's next on your list there, Con Man?
I came out.
I like this one.
I'm pretty brave.
I like this one. I want to bring this up because I'm a little excited because I get to go watch it in person again. But Ed Carpenter is back in the Indy 500 for his 23rd running. That is insane. And obviously we very much like Ed Carpenter for his infamous interview that we have on our Twitter, or X, whatever you prefer to call it. And so the fact that he's still around is super exciting. He's obviously very involved in the sport still with his team and such, but just as a vocal leader as well. And just for him to still continue to just kind of do it, I don't know. I like it. It makes me giddy.
He wants to get an Indy 500, not only for himself, but for Indianapolis. He very much wants to do that. And he's getting old, like you said, 23rd attempt, but he doesn't feel like he's been doing this for 23 years. He still gives that young guy energy of, I've done this a couple times, but you wouldn't, expect him to have done it for 2.5 decades.
In fact, he's only 44 years old, which is baffling to me.
The thing I want to say about Ed is that I'm just processing what you just said, Josh, and that is insane. But he's a guy that yes, you want to capture an Indy 500. That completely get it. You're absolutely right. You do. But every race that Ed is in, he cares deeply. Even if he's just at the track, he cares deeply about the product on the track. He's passionate about fixing it when it needs to be fixed. And I think that's a characteristic that not all in the sport, it's hard to have because you got to be smart about things too, and you have to know what you're saying. And then you have to have, the right stance. You have to be in the right position to say it. And just for him to have the passion and, throw an interview like we got with him in, everything that he does, I think is just super cool. And I'll always respect what he thinks. So.
Shout out.
Sorry, I was trying to wrap that up. Could not find the words. So if that got too dramatic, my bad.
Easy enough.
Noah, 1997 Sonoma.
Jesus Christ, you were way before my time.
Isn't it?
I was not alive.
It needs to be in the 2000s.
Like 2004 onward, I can get you.
Time out. If it's Jeff Gordon, I'm taking your crown.
It very well could be Jeff Gordon.
And it's to the point where that was the year I was born. So
that was won by Mark Martin.
Once you memorize from when you were born to now, you'd start going back more.
Mark Martin.
Dang. All right.
Gordon did win it in 04, though.
2009. Josh, pick a track.
Vegas.
2009 Las Vegas, Kyle Busch.
Fall or spring? What do they have two?
No, they had one date, and it was always my birthday weekend. Kyle Busch won his home track.
Shit, that's too easy then.
I want to say that one was actually run on my birthday or on the 1st. It was right there. But
out of all the races I could have picked.
Yeah.
The first round of the Race of Champions race that Carl Edwards entered in Australia.
Jesus Christ. I know he beat Schumacher.
Okay, no, that's good enough. Beating up one guy. I didn't know that until now. I like it.
That clip has surfaced everywhere on my social media at least once a month.
It's electric.
Because the commentators are like, Schumacher must be holding back or whatever, and he's just blowing them out of the water.
No, Carl Edwards is just like that. Google him. Shout out Kurt Canetti.
Oh boy. Now we're off the rails.
Oh my god. I just got an AI photo of Haley Deegan racing a bobsled, and we need to get off the air.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Giving our fans my number.
Yes,
Brad had it already anyway. It's a bad idea. All right, thank you guys for tuning in for this episode. We'll be back next week with plenty more to talk about as we're a lot closer to the season now. So if it turns out with the headlines we got this week, if it looks like that, I'll start making up some. We're going to see if we can spot the fake ones, and we'll play some games or something like that. We'll figure it out. You guys got anything? You good? Okay. See you guys next week. And what are we? 14 days till the Clash?
Yep, the Clash.
The Clash is not on a Wednesday.
Yep, Clash on a Wednesday.
What did you say earlier?
Well, I said we're 2 weeks out, but I didn't mean like to the actual date.
You are 11 days to the Clash, fellas.
Start figuring out our words have meanings, Caleb. Come on. Okay, so like 17 days away from the Clash.
48 days from the Clash, people.
48?
He just said 11.
He literally just said 11.
I just said 11.
It came out of there.
Fucking Christ.
Okay. Somehow Drake's beating Murray State. So I'm going to watch the end of this game. Appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Have a good weekend and see you next week.